Welcome everyone to another Friday night clarity call. And I'm so happy to see you all over here attending these calls and with such an ever overwhelming response from each one of you. How did I get so lucky, so indebted to you all?
How did we get so lucky to see you every Friday? Listen to you every Friday.
Thank you so much. Okay, so uh, last week we talked about anger, and um, all of you who had attended the call last week, you must be remembering that we talked that anger is a distractor implant. And today we are going to talk about anxiety, fear, and something about doubt, another set of distractor implants again. So, how many of you right now are going through a period where there is a lot of uncertainty in life? You don't know what it is going to be like tomorrow, what the business, what the life, what the education system, everything is going to look like. And it's causing a lot of worries and concerns. Lot of anxiety in the environment that is being perceived right now, isn't it?
Yes.
So, how many of you can perceive that energy of anxiety right now? Yeah.
Yes.
Many of us?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And fear. How much is that fear creeping in, which is not allowing you to make choices right now? That you don't know what it's going to look like, whether the business will flourish or not. If you choose something, if you establish a new business right now, and all that fear and subsequent doubts are creeping up. Yeah. So what is this anxiety? Can someone tell me what is your experience with anxiety? How does it feel in your body? How does it leave you acting, behaving in your daily life? So, would anyone like to share their experience with anxiety and fear? How it shows up in your universe, with your body sensations, with your heartbeats, with your you getting almost like paralyzed. Yeah. For some of you who are attending any of the access sessions for the first time, let me tell you a few things that this which might sound a little weird for any non-access person. So first of all, we'll be like always talking about questions. We'll be leaving you in questions. There will be no solution or answers provided. So every question that you ask leads you to awareness. It gives you more possibilities, and it never stops you. Whenever you look for an answer, it is a conclusion, it is a decision that you make in your life, and it doesn't lead you to further possibilities. It stops you. So now I have found the right answer. You don't look for even any other choices that might be available to you. A question, especially an open ended question, always keeps you in possibilities, looking for more, creating greater. So always ask question. A question empowers, an answer always leads you to a full stop. It doesn't create more. Ask a question and receive the awareness that the universe has to give to you. That awareness may show up in various forms. It could be the whispers of possibilities, something that you see while you are walking on the road, a call that you get, someone talks about it, you just see something and you find that it just clicks that this is for me. This is the awareness that is against the question that I had asked to the universe. And ask and you shall receive, we have all heard about it since many years. Yeah. So ask a question which would lead you to more possibilities, never looking for a right answer. What if there was no right or wrong answer as such? Another thing that you would hear me saying time and again would be the access clearing statement. It goes as right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. So this clearing statement it basically clears all the energetic blockages that you have created due to your polarized points of views. So polarity works as a judgment. There has to be a negative and a positive point of view about everything. So uh, in order to get out of judgment, we use this clearing statement. It's like a magical wand, like हैरी पॉटर्स वॉन्ड, झाड़ू की तरह. जो भी एनर्जी के ब्लॉकेजेस आपके उभर के आए, कोई क्वेश्चन पूछा, उसके अगेन में जो भी लिमिटिंग पॉइंट्स ऑफ व्यूज आए, उसको आपने झाड़ू लगा दी, उसको क्लियर कर दिया. एंड नाउ यू हैव अ क्लीन स्लेट available on which you can, with your awareness, create more possibilities. Look for something greater over there. Okay, so right, you don't have to understand the meaning of this clearing statement for it to work. It would nevertheless work whether you understand the meaning or not. You can just call for it and it would do its work. Okay, so that is something weird, but just be with it and try it out and see the magic happen, right? So everywhere you are limiting yourself from creating greater in your life due to the fear of failure, that it would not look like what you are expecting to create. Will you please now destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So this is an example of how we use a question followed by a clearing statement to bring up all the points of views, all the thoughts that you have accumulated over your um, uh, span of life in this lifetime and also in previous lifetimes. And as those points of views show up, then we run the clearing statement to clear them all, and then you have more space, expansive space available to you. Okay, so anyone who would like to talk about their anxiety and fear? What are you afraid of right now? Let's keep it interactive, please. What question can you ask me right now which would give you more clarity?
Uh, Hi, I'm Dia.
Hi, Tasneem, am I audible?
Hello.
Yeah, I think there are two people speaking simultaneously.
Naseem, I'm okay. Dia here. Can I talk right now?
Yeah, sure, dear.
Uh,
Trupti, I'll take your question next. Yeah, okay. Hmm.
so
Yes, dear.
basically, last few months, of course, since the COVID has started, I don't know what. There is definitely some anxiety. I cannot pinpoint it, but
Hmm.
definitely something is there that is some. As you said, are you sensing? Sometimes in the beginning, I felt that the whole city where I live was negative. And it was having an effect on my moods and my health also. And I was not able to acknowledge it then, but now I do that because now I can feel that there is lightness. It's not the same heaviness as it was before.
Mm-hmm.
um, so but yeah, it has like I'm just sharing this with you that it did impact my health. And now that I've realized, I'm like, okay, I have to make conscious effort to, you know, regain my health back and not really get into this whole drama and trauma that's happening around me. Um, but
Yes,
yeah, I would be happy if you could provide some clearings uh, for anxiety, fear related to uh, health, and because as you said, if people are thinking about businesses. Somewhere I'm thinking about, oh my God, is it just the end? I mean, and the
you're
thing
talking.
is also, yeah, end of the world is other. It is about um, why do I have to live also in this world if it's that bad? This thought keeps coming to me. But what am I doing? Like, why am I here? And why should I have one child? And like, why should I give birth to another one to bring a child, like human in this world, which is not so good? And there is no future. The future is also very blurred. So these thoughts do cross my mind a lot. And somewhere I am so doubtful about even my existence.
Yeah. So, Dia, like, can I ask you, have you done an Access Pass class yet?
Yeah, I yes, I'm a practitioner.
You are a practitioner. So,
Yes, yes.
the basic tool. Can you remember? Do you remember the basic tool?
Who does it belong to?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. You and
Ha-
I have been doing it and I'm feeling better. But yeah, like even when I started doing, I think I still attracted some diseases like not COVID, but chikungunya I attracted. And I don't know, something like especially after I started using the statements, I was falling ill. And I was like, what is happening? And I was so confused. But then I did not stop. So somewhere now I'm in a better state of mind in a way that I want to just get better. I'm like, okay, it's one day at a time I want to take. Let's not think about the future right now, how bad or good it's going to be, but just go with the flow, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, there are people on the call, Dia, who haven't
Yeah,
done
yeah,
the access
yeah.
classes. Let me tell them first about who does
Fine.
this first. And another thing, like, I would like you to look at is mm, demon clearings. So,
Which
let me
which
talk about that.
demon clearings? Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll talk about both of them. So
Yeah.
let me,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm here.
Okay. So thanks first of all, Dia, for asking that question. That is
Yes.
so many of us would right now resonate with that. So many of us are going through the same thing where we don't know. Most of our fears and anxiety right now are unfounded. Like we don't have any reason. They are like, if you
Exactly.
think
Yes.
about them,
Yes.
there is no reason that why are we getting that feeling right now of
True.
as if something bad is going
Right.
to happen. The probably the world is coming to an end, or what is, and like losing hope that anything is to come out better in future as well. So there are a lot of doubts in
Yes.
future that if things are going to get better or
Yes.
so. So first of all, let me talk about like many of you like who have not yet done an access class, or even if you have done it, many a times we do forget the basic tools. So the first one to remind you all is, who does this belong to? So everything that goes on in your head, all of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you experience in your body, in your mind, and in your being. Just be aware that not all of them are yours. So we are psychic beings. So when you refer to the meaning of the word psychic, it's not that we are psychologically disturbed or we are not psychos. Psychic means extremely sensitive. So being the sensitive beings that we are, what happens is that we get to know what is going on in other people's world, even those who are not known to you. They might be physically quite far away from you. As Dia is saying that something is happening in the city, and she's perceiving whatever is happening, what the thoughts are going on in other people's mind also. So for every thought, feeling and emotion that you are perceiving right now, just get aware of them, get present to them, and ask, who does this belong to? So 99.9% of your thoughts and feelings and emotions are actually not yours. This is something you are perceiving the universe of other people. As the sensitive being that you are, your bodies even are so sensitive that the pain that it is experience, any kind of discomfort that is going on in your body, for that also you can ask, who does this belong to? So this is one of the very powerful tools of access consciousness that you can use anytime. And if you use them like over a period of say 3 days, for every thought, feeling and emotion that you have, you would actually see a lot of difference in your anxiety and fear levels. The way to use this tool is, you for anything that is going on, if there are running thoughts that are going on in your mind, if there is something which is causing fear, which is causing doubt, anything that is going on which you know that it's not something you cannot even logically relate it to your life, just ask, truth, who does this belong to? Now, the word truth has an energy that whenever you put truth in front of any question, whether you put it loudly or whether you put it silently in your mind, the awareness shows up very quickly. So, the truth has to come out if you put that word truth in front of a question. It does come out very quickly. You'll get to know. If you are asking a question to someone else and you silently add truth in front of it, the other person would tend to say something which would give you the awareness that you are looking for, the information that you are trying to find at that point of time. So, truth, who does this belong to? 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 Keep repeating to this question 3 to 20 times. It could go beyond 20 times as well, but like most of the times when you repeat it 20 times, you would just find a difference about how you are feeling in your body. Then something changes, it brings more lightness in your universe when you repeat this question. And as you repeat this question, once you have that lightness in your body, you sense that energy of lightness, then what you say is, return return it to the sender with consciousness attached. So when you are returning it to the sender, wherever it is coming from, when you return it to the sender with consciousness attached, you might even want to add love light over there. Return it to the sender with love, light, and consciousness attached. Actually, it doesn't, you are not backfiring it. You are not harming anyone. You just send it back so that the other person is also either able to deal with it or it gets dissipated and dissolved. It doesn't remain solidified in the universe and doesn't affect many more people around. So again, I repeat, whenever there is a thought which is coming in, you are experiencing anxiety, start saying, you might want to say it quietly in your mind, not necessary that you have to say it aloud. Truth, who does this belong to? 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 Return it to the sender with consciousness attached. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. After returning it to the center, you might want to add the clearing statement as well. So right now, I would invite you all for anything, any thought that is coming right now into your mind, any thought, feeling, or emotion which is not empowering, anything which is making you disheartened, which is leading you into worries and concerns, into doubts. And let, like think about it and then start doing this. Truth, who does this belong to? 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 And return it to the sender with love, light, and consciousness attached. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So, how do you feel any difference? Does anyone feel any difference when you did that? This.
I feel Dia here. Yeah, I really. So I was doing it wrong, Tasneem ji. Now I got it. And would say who does it belong to? I was not writing the clearing statement, and and I was not saying it so many times also.
Yes.
So I
So the
think,
yes. So, sometimes you have to say it up till 50 times.
yeah,
What if you could repeat it more number of times? And there is so much going on right now. You are
exactly.
picking up thoughts, feelings, and emotions of so many people that if you keep doing it for every 10 minutes, probably you need to
Yeah.
do it 10 minutes now, right now. And do you say truth in before who does this belong
Yeah,
to?
I was not saying it earlier. So these two things I think I was not doing. I was just saying who
Like
does
ask,
this belong to.
yes. Truth makes a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changes. And okay.
Tasneem ji, you talked about demons also. I didn't get you.
Okay, so Dia, I think like talking about it would not be right now
Okay. Okay.
appropriate. I would invite you, like, if you haven't done a foundation class yet,
No, I haven't.
want to do it, because then if I tell you about demons right now without talking about
Right.
like what needs to come before that, it would leave everyone into a lot of judgments.
Fine. Fine. Okay. Okay. No
Yes.
problem. Yeah,
So,
cheat.
like, just be in question. Is now the time to receive more awareness and attend a foundation class? Yes,
Yes.
be in that
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll be
it's
in the
now time to
question.
have so this would also help you. And another one, again, that is a reminder for you, Dia. But then I would like another thing. So is this tool clear to everyone? Who does this
Yes.
belong to? Is this clear to everyone? And
Yes.
Yeah,
repeat
yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
more
Yes.
number of times and more frequently, especially in this time when there is so much anxiety in the world due to the economic situations, due to the pandemic, and all the other related stuff. How many more times you would have to do it before you get into that space and peaceful energy of your body? Okay, so now the another tool for any running thoughts that are going on in your mind, which you feel that they are still not going away, the crazy phrase. So do you all guys remember the crazy phrase who has done again, like I have been talking about it in previous clarity night calls, so also, and these are again the basics. How many times do we have to be remind ourselves? So even now, having done access for like more than 7 years now, even now I tend to forget, and then I have to like look into the manual, or I have to remind myself that which tool can I use right now, which would create, and how many more tools you would have to experiment with and use in various combinations to let those things dissipate and dissolve and go away from your universe. And everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you please destroy and uncreate it all times the God zillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all nine shorts, boys and peons. So the crazy phrase, as the name itself suggests, it's crazy. So you don't have to make any sense out of this statement. And at the same time, it would let you go beyond your logical mind and change something energetically into your universe, which would create more peace and space. Even if there is like lot of conflict going on around you, where people around you are going into all those trauma and drama. So there you said that there was a lot of trauma and drama going on. And
Yeah.
like, yes, so how many, like, were you, did you get the awareness of running the crazy phase?
No, not at all.
Yes. So, like, yeah. So again, the crazy phrase is, so those of you who are, you have not yet done an access bars class, you might want to write it down. And can I request someone who has done the bars class to write it down in the chat box also, for like for others to pick it up from there. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. That is the crazy state phrase. And as you might hear it, there is, you cannot make any logical understanding of that statement. It's crazy, and it takes you out of your logical mind, the insane mind, and takes you into more consciousness. That's the beauty of the crazy phrase. And again, you repeat it 5 to 20 times. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Thank you, Trupti India, for writing it
Everything
down.
is the opposite of,
Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing
and
is the
nothing
opposite.
is opposite of what it appears to be.
Yes. So right now, as I am chanting it, can you see the difference in energy? Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. And you will suddenly find that all the running thoughts that you were having, even if you have like some kind of problem of insomnia where you cannot go to sleep, keep repeating it. Keep repeating it if required 500 times, and you would see that something would change about your sleeping patterns. Okay, so the like you can keep using these two. Okay, now, so Dia, does it give you some clarity? And as I said,
Yes. Okay,
demons.
one, sorry to cut you there, Kasimji.
Yeah,
Sometimes there is this overload of even the tools. Sometimes it's just that, oh my God, there is so much to use. And I am, I don't know if it happens with you or anybody else. I think I'm just, it's like sometimes it's so overwhelming that I just stop using everything. I mean, I don't want to use it. I just,
I
because
get
it's,
you.
but
I,
now
I
I think I'll just keep using these two, like for sure.
yeah, keep these with these two. And like another thing, like right now, all of you close your eyes and perceive the energies around you. Get present to any barriers that you have created around you, any walls of protection that you have created to keep you from all of the negative, harmful energies from reaching you. We all tend to do it, and uh, these walls again come up, and how much more conscious and aware we have to be to get present to them. And now start pushing those barriers down. Push them down energetically, See those walls dismantling or those barriers going down. Lower down your barriers till your forehead. And now push them down till your nose. Keep pushing them down now till your neck. You are in a safe space right now. You are secure. You don't have to be in the jails, in the prison of these walls. The whole of the universe is out there to support you. You can let go of these walls at least for now. Push them down further till your chest, further down till your stomach. Keep your feet firmly on the ground. Get connected to the earth. And now lower down your barriers further till your thighs, down till your knees, your legs, feet, and bury them in the ground. And now find the outer edges of you as the soul, as the being that you are. Not just in your body, inside the body, but outside of your body. Find the outer edges of you outside of your body. You will usually perceive it around 2 to 3 feet away from your body as your energy body or your aura. Now ask your outer edges to expand as if you are blowing a balloon. So expand yourself. So when I say you, it is referring to you. You are the being. So expand the outer edges of you to occupy the whole of the room that you are sitting in. And now expand further 10 kilometers in all directions. So you are in the center of this balloon or ball and you form a circle of 10-kilometer radius around you and you expand your awareness in this radius of 10 kilometers. And then when I say in all directions, it includes down into the earth, your back, sides, front, on the top, everywhere. And now expand yourself 100 kilometers in all directions. While you are totally being present with your body and at the same time being aware of everything in the radius of 100 kilometers. Now expand yourself 1000 kilometers in all directions. And as you are expanding more, notice that it is becoming easier as you are expanding further and further. And now expand yourself 100,000 kilometers in all directions and feel that lightness and space that you are getting into. Any pain, any anxiety, any fear, any doubt that is still there, that is coming up, ask it to expand out from your body and just make it larger. Expand more, keep expanding, keep expanding. And as you expand more and more and get into that lightness, that expansion, that space, can you now get the awareness that you are infinite? You are not finite. You cannot be contained in this small body of yours. And as an infinite being, you have infinite choices, infinite possibilities, and you don't have to be overwhelmed by these infinite choices available to you. And when you are done with this expansion exercise, gently open your eyes. So, another tool. So, sorry, Dia, I ended up giving you another tool, reminding you actually of expansion exercise. So, we as we tend to make ourselves finite again and again, and we try to crumble ourselves, contract ourselves in our bodies, and we feel that infinite choices when available to us confuses us. So there, what if these infinite choices that you have available, the not many tools that are available to you, that doesn't mean that you have to like remember them all the time. You can ask, you can ask for that awareness. Universe, what tool can I use right now that will give me more ease in this situation? And you'll just get the awareness.
Yes.
That makes sense?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So,
Yeah.
and having once you have been told anything which you have heard once, it is there in your memory. It leaves
Right.
its imprint with you. So you would just know it. You will get the awareness if you ask for it.
Thank you so much. That expansion exercise was really good. Thank
And
you.
you like whenever like you get into anxiety, when you get into that as if you are being crushed by a lot of things, it's getting too overwhelming, you
Yeah.
just take 2 minutes whatever you are doing. As you practice more and more of this expansion exercise, you might not even have to close your eyes. You can do it with your eyes open, just lower down your barriers and expand, and it would just go so fast, like na,
Right.
whoosh, and you would be expanded if you if
Right.
you just ask for that expansion to happen. And you will be so much space, and that overwhelm would just go away from your body. It would start to be more light and airy, as I say, not solid. Anything that is solid is going to hurt you. It's going to have that heaviness. And when you expand it and make it more gaseous, more airy, more like breeze, it would more flowing, it
But
would be
Sinji,
more.
when you imagine yourself expanding, do you actually like? I'm just. This is a question that comes to me a lot when I do the energy pulls, or when this has to be done. Do how to imagine yourself in a ball, or maybe your body expanding, going, becoming big.
No,
Uh,
not, don't
yeah,
expand your.
just yeah. So just the so just like the when you're saying, so it's like a ball, right? It's like a balloon that you have to imagine.
Around you, around you, your
Yeah,
body
around.
is there only. So you
Right,
don't want to expand your body. We do, none of
right.
us want to get fat. So don't expand your body. Find the
Sometimes,
outer edges of you outside of your body.
okay.
So everywhere you are still in the question that you like, whether you are your body or you are something else.
Hmm.
Yeah. So in this lifetime, you have chosen to be in this body, to have this body, actually. So your being is so large, it is so big, it is so infinite that it cannot remain inside the body. So is your being in your body, or is your body in your being?
I think it's my body and my being.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So your being is so huge and it is so eternal. It's beyond time and beyond space.
I got it.
Yeah. So you don't expand your body.
Thank you.
Your body remains and your being expands. Yeah.
Right. Yes, yes.
And you don't have to like put a lot of effort into it, Tia. It's actually, it just happens when you ask for it. That is
Okay.
your natural state of being. You have to, when you ask for it, it just happens. What tends to happen is we start going into our
Yeah,
heads and try to figure it.
exactly.
Yeah.
To get it
Yes.
right, like get it right. Okay, somebody else also felt that. I should also feel this. That also
Yeah.
comes, that pressure. Oh my God, that person felt so light after doing it, but I did not feel anything. No awareness came. So sometimes that also becomes like a challenge in itself.
Yes.
So that's again, that's completely my point of view. But yeah, it happens. I burden myself with this also, that why didn't I feel that? Why didn't I feel so light? But yes, like the tool that you did, who does it belong to? Immediately it was good. I felt good. I had this good feeling within myself. So I
Yes.
think it just works different for different people. I don't know.
Exactly. And it would look something different for each one of us. So it doesn't, there is no set defined way it has to look like. So whatever it is for you, it's perfect. Yes.
Right, right,
Okay. So,
right.
uh, Trupti, Trupti, you wanted to ask something? Trupti Rahati. Is she there? Probably not. Okay. So, is there anything else coming up for anyone else, or I'll talk then more about fear and doubt.
Tasneem ji?
Yes, Himanshi, who is speaking?
Yeah. Yeah, this is
Yes.
Himanshi. Yeah, actually, sometimes I feel a sense of fear, like of lack of confidence. And because of that, I don't feel like taking a step further. Like if I fear failure basically. So,
Yes. So you are in doubt.
yeah,
How much you doubt yourself? Is it self doubt, Himanshi?
yes. Or maybe I won't be accepted by the world, or like, you know, sometimes.
Yes. So again, who does this belong to? And
Mhm.
doubt, fear and doubt are distractor implants, actually. So whenever you doubt yourself, you start off creating something, you ask for it, you start taking some steps at times, or you might even, before taking some action against those things that you want to create in your life, sometimes you stop yourself even before that, doubting yourself that whether it would come true or not, whether it would actualize you or not. So everything that you say and everything that you think actually creates energetically something in the universe. It is already getting created as soon as you have thought about it, as soon as you worded it, you put it in your vocabulary. Yeah, Manchi. And what we tend to do is, as soon as we have started off and we start doubting whether it would come true or not, how many judgments people would throw at me, and if I would not be accepted if I become too much. If I'll be that potent, if I will be that powerful, people would not be able to take me anymore. And then you again keep yourself limited. You go into your small postage stamp life. So that is the whole purpose of distractor implants. So in the last call, we saw that anger is a distractor implant.
Yeah.
So distractor implants are all those points of views which have been embedded into us through various lifetimes, in our belief system, in our way of being, which always keeps us away from our infiniteness and our awareness. They are actually designed. We have been programmed with all those distracted implants. As the word itself indicates, it distracts you, it keeps you away from your creations, from your awareness, and from your potency. And then it is implanted into you. So it was purposefully, it has been put into us so that we can be controlled. So are you willing to let go past all your distractor implants and truly be the infinite potent being with infinite capacities that you truly be? And everything that does not allow it, will you please destroy and uncreate it all times a concilium?
Yes, please.
In long, good in bad, pot and pop, all nine shots, poison beyond. So, fear and doubt, these are the distractor implants that usually go hand in hand. You will doubt yourself, you will go in the fear of judgments and the fear of failure and all those things that would crop up. So, the first tool, like again, the same tool that I gave for anger, all the distractor implants creating this fear and everything underneath it that is keeping this in place, I destroy and uncreate it all times of concept. I'll repeat that, all the distractor implants creating this and everything underneath it. So these are implanted and there are layers and layers of it. It is so deep rooted that distractor implants appear on the top layer, which are visible, which we get aware of, and there is so much underneath it. So we are asking for all the distractor implants, which is creating this fear and doubt, and everything underneath it, which is keeping this in place, which is keeping it intact. Yeah, so which is keeping it layer by layer, it is keeping it as a pile of shit accumulated over there, and it doesn't let all of it dissipated. So we are asking for all of that to go away. So all the distractor implants creating this doubt and fear, or all creating all of it, and all everything underneath it which is keeping this in place, I destroy and uncreate it all times a godzillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So that is one of the clearings for the distractor implants. It's basically a tool to let go of all your distractor implants, and you might have to do it like uh, we have been doing these distractor implants over thousands of years. So we have accumulated so much of shit that it would take how lot of clearings done for these distractor implants before it actually goes away. This one.
Yeah, and also sometimes I realize that I only have created it. Like it's because of me. Like I've created it. This fear of me. What if I let them go? Like
Yes. So you all the distractor implants creating this and everything underneath it which is keeping this in place, I destroyed and created all. Okay, so the tools of access are extremely simple and easy. So many a times we again go into doubt that is it going to work? And the beauty is that they are extremely powerful. So what if you didn't discount them for the sake of their simplicity and start using them instead and get the benefit of it? Yes, Himanshi?
yes, yes. Thank you
Yes, so
so much. Yeah.
just use it, Himanshi. It would change something. Yeah, and another thing.
Yes.
The question that you can ask, like doubt and fear, we get addicted to fear and doubt. या सो एक बार गया फिर दूसरा क्रिएट कर लिया, है ना, एज इफ उसके बिना जी ही नहीं सकते हैं, है ना. सो इफ आई गिव अप माय एडिक्शन टू डाउट, what other possibilities, capabilities and other stuff I haven't even considered would be available to me. And everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you please destroy and uncreate it all times reconciliate. Right and wrong, good
Yes.
and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So somewhere we are aware that we have so much of capacity, so much of potency, so much of power available to us that we get afraid, like we get afraid of our own power, कि अगर हम फुल फॉर्म में आ गए हमारे पावर में तो पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा, कितना विध्वंस क्रिएट हो जाएगा यहाँ पे ना. तो वी डोंट वांट टू गेट ओवर देयर बिकॉज वी आर अफ्रेड दैट it would make others too uncomfortable. So are you now willing to make people uncomfortable and be in your full potency creating? Are you willing to be the potent creator that you truly be? And everything
Yes,
that does not
absolutely.
allow it will be destroyed and create at all times a consequence. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So we get into the fear of our own potency. And then we create all that doubt. Doubt एक बहाना बन जाता है फिर, ताकि हमको वहां जाना ही ना पड़े उस पोटेंसी तक. So are you willing to unhide your potency, all your power that you are hiding behind your back? Are you willing to now let it come forward, come forth and create more consciousness into this world? Yeah. And everything that does not allow it, will you please destroy and create it all times a concilium? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And whenever you go into doubt, ask this question: if I give up my addiction to doubt, what other possibilities, capabilities, and other stuff I haven't even considered would be available to me? If I give up my addiction to doubt, what other possibilities, capabilities, and other stuff I haven't even considered would be available to me? And everything that does not allow me to perceive, know, be, and receive that, I destroy and uncreate at all times a quadrillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yes, thank you, Dia. If I give up my addiction to doubt, what other possibilities, capabilities, and other stuff I haven't even considered would be available to me? Thank you, Dia, for sharing it. Yes, yes, Himanshi. Yes, keep asking that question and start receiving the awareness. And starts, are you willing to step into your potency? So, and I mentioned in the last Clarity Night call also, and again, it's an invitation for all of you to come and join me for this 12 call series on distractor implants. So there are, like we talked about anger in the last call, and then we talked about fear and doubt. And there are in all 24 such distractor implants, which all of them, which keep us limited, which keep us finite, and which never allow us to step into our true potency. And there is this beautiful book called Living Beyond Distraction. It is written by Gary Douglas, and mm, this is based on a class that Gary did with a group of participants. It's a transcript of this class, of that telecall series that Gary and Dane had done. And this has so much hidden layers when you run those clearings, when you read that book. when you get facilitated with, when you are reading it with a facilitator, many of your personal stuff that is keeping you uh, not create greater in your life and keeping you in doubt, keeping you in fear, which gets unraveled, it gets cleared with a facilitator on your side. So I'm going to start this series from Monday. It would be like there are 6 chapters in this book. Every chapter covers 4 distractor implants. So six chapters, each consisting of 4 related distractor implants. So as we saw, fear and doubt go hand in hand. So if there would be fear, and there would be doubt, and vice versa. So there are such set of 4 distractor implants that we would be talking about and clearing every week. And throughout the week, you can play with the clearings, you can work upon that stuff, and again we meet on in the start of next week on Monday and Tuesday. The prerequisite is none other than that you have a copy of that book. You can buy the book on Kindle as well. It's available on Amazon. Okay, so how much more are you willing to clear that is distracting you from stepping into your true power, your infiniteness, and be more uncontrollable, be more potent now? So I'll share the link to join, the link to register for the program. It is for 4,300 rupees for this 12 calls. Each call would be around 1.5 hours. The timings would be 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. So you can have your dinner and everything, and then be there with me after your work that you carry out during the day. So any more questions before I close the call?
Thank you so much. This is giving so much of awareness. The clearing which you just spoke, are you willing to unhide your potency? Is giving so much of awareness.
Yes, it is. It is I have done these distractor calls earlier, and every time I do it, the participants, like, even like it makes them, something changes in their money reality, something changes in their relationships, and most of all, something changes how you relate to yourself. you s- uh, that's what we call it, like words cannot explain it, that when you be you, and you are able to actually see your own greatness and potency, and being more space in that expansion, that you be beyond your distractor implants. It's a new world out there actually. So please do join me. I would love to see you over there. And I just finished my 4-day foundation class this week, and I'll be conducting another one in second week of November before Diwali. So any of you who are like willing to explore more consciousness, more tools, getting your awareness around entity world, demons, and how, what kind of trauma and drama and havoc they create, and how easy it is, as with all other access tools, to clear them and create another level of possibilities, a new foundation for your life. That is what the foundation class gets you into. So if you are choosing that, just let me know and get connected to me, and I'll like to create more with you all. Okay, so any more questions on anxiety, fear, and doubt? Did you all get the tools with you? Have you written them down? Are you committing to yourself are you being committed so much to yourself to practice those tools, to apply them, not just know
Minji,
about
can
them?
you, sorry. So the one that you used right now about the potency, the last tool that you said, the very tiny one, about
So
potency, you said in the end, which Himanshi Bhabi said that, it is really very powerful about the potency, about being potent or something you said.
so actually, it's I don't even remember the year. So like,
It's
was it
okay.
like? Okay, let me like whatever has to now show up, it would show up. I cannot promise that I would be saying the same words. I
No
don't know.
worries. No, no
Then
problem.
we have the recording, so we can all go back and listen to the
Okay.
recording
Fine,
and
fine. So I'll
take
listen.
those theories. So, what are you now willing to step into your true potency and be so powerful that no one can ever control you? And everything that does not allow it, will you please destroy it and create it all times a God salient. Right and wrong, good and
Yes.
bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, and choice can you and your body be to be out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity, out of control, out of concentricities for all eternity? And everything that does not allow it, will you please destroy and uncreate it all times a Godzillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the distractor implants that are keeping you limited and in the prison of your own judgments, are you now willing to break all those barriers and go out with your full potency, with your full power, creating without even thinking about what people would think and the judgments that they would have towards you? And everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you please destroy and uncreate it all times a Godzillion? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So I would like to share something from my life. So I had lot of judgments about coming on calls, like especially coming on a video call. So, like, if you would see that till November or December 2019, I would never show up on screen. Yeah, I would be happy to share my voice. I would talk to people on calls. I would give them clearings. I would record them and share the audios. But if someone would say that come on a Zoom call, or like let us do a Facebook live, it was like I had so much of judgments about being seen. And then I was doing these 10 keys to total freedom with a small group of participants, and then after that I announced this distractor implants calls. And after doing those distractor implants calls with a group of, say, it was a small group again, because I was not willing to be seen. So it would never create a larger group, only it would create a group of people with whom I was comfortable being seen. And then it changed something in my universe, that I was willing to go out and do Facebook lives and receive all the judgments of the people, because I had stopped judging myself. I was okay. I was in gratitude of how I talk, whether it is slow or fast, what are the words that come out of my mouth. They might not be always grammatically correct. The accent that I speak with, it might not be the best one. And I might forget the clearings, I might forget the tools, I might say something which is not as per the books that are written now. And I'm willing to be all the energies what the universe wants me to give the message to the world right now. So I stopped coming in my own way. Everywhere I had stopped myself from showing up and giving out to the world my true potency, my true power, what I could be the contribution, the gift I be. So everywhere you are not willing to be seen, to be there out in the world, not even caring about what people have judgments about you. Are you willing to step into that universe now? And if this is a good enough invitation for you, do join in for these calls on distractor implants, where we would be doing the facilitation with this book called Living Beyond Distraction. Okay, so thank you all for joining in. I'm sorry, I might not have remembered those clearings that came out of my mouth, that fell out of my mouth. So I'll be sharing the recordings with you of the call. So feel free to go back and listen to it. Himanshi, Dia, thank you so much for asking those questions and for receiving the call. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you so
and
much.
bye bye. Have a wonderful weekend. Good night.
So much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much in gratitude for each one of you for showing up. Bye.